Hello friends, it's week 6 of our crowdfunder, so we're 75% of the way there. We're not quite 75% funded though, so if you're feeling generous or you are somehow otherwise compelled to help us reach our funding goals, you can find the link to our link tree in the comments or in the bio. You can pledge for a signed book or CD, or you could pre-order our album, or you could just donate to us out of the goodness of your heart. Today I want to tell you about the 4-voice Mass at the beginning of the Bifili Sostegni manuscript, and if you don't know what that is, the previous videos in this series will tell you all about it. This Mass, the Messa sopra ricordare Virgo Mater, was clearly very important and precious to the nuns of San Matteo because it's right there at the beginning, and it has some of the manuscript's most beautiful and intricate decorations. Ricordare Virgo Mater is a chant sung at Masses of the Virgin Mary, but is most strongly associated with the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. There's a motet based on the chant which comes right after the Mass in the manuscript, and the composer of the Mass used this motet as a source of material that they then recomposed or expanded or basically riffed on to set the 5 sections of the Mass Ordinary. We can sometimes find a context for a Mass by looking at the significance of its source material. As I was telling you in week 4, in the case of the other Mass in the manuscript, the Messa sopra Giulio, the connection seems to be with the convent's conditions during the siege of Florence. The Messa sopra ricordare, however, may be connected to a completely different kind of event. On 16th of March 1541, while the nuns were eating lunch, the convent's bell gable was struck by lightning. Now, lightning strikes on bell towers were often deadly, not so much because of electrocution, as much as the danger of being crushed by falling masonry. However, this time no one was hurt and no damage was sustained. The abbess was so grateful that her community had been spared that she immediately endowed an annual Mass of Thanksgiving. She specified that it should be a Mass of the Immaculate Conception, and that it should be sung with the participation of 6 fratini, or boy novices, and their master. The Messa dei Fratini continued until at least 1563, which is the last year in the only surviving 16th century register. But a document from San Matteo's sacristy dated 1694 shows that a Mass of the Immaculate Conception was still being celebrated on the 16th of March, over 150 years after lightning struck the bell gable. There's no more mention of the boys, though. The Messa sopra ricordare Virgo Mater is written for 4 high voices that twine around each other in slightly anarchic ways, and I can't help but feel that the nuns cherished it for its mesmeric, swirling textures and its occasional moments of transcendent stillness. It is a minor anonymous masterpiece and totally worthy of San Matteo's miraculous escape.